What's good, Chiefs Kingdom? Patrick Mahomes is the heartbeat of the Kansas City Chiefs, a three-time Super Bowl champ, and one of the NFL's all-time greats at just 29. After a roller coaster 2024 season and a busy 2025 offseason, everyone's asking, what will Mahomes look like in 2025? Today, we're recapping his 2024 campaign, breaking down the Chiefs' future, diving into his contract, projecting his stats, and exploring his growing legacy. Smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and let's dive into Mahomes' 2025 outlook. Let's rewind to 2024. Mahomes put up 3,928 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions with a 67.5% completion rate over 16 games, plus 307 rushing yards and 2 scores. Solid, but not his 2018 MVP-level fireworks, his lowest yardage since 2019 and first time under 4,000 since 2020. Still, he led the Chiefs to a 14-3 record and their 9th straight AFC West title. Key moments: a 333-yard, 2 TD masterpiece in Super Bowl 58 to beat the 49ers, earning his 3rd Super Bowl MVP, and a clutch 397-yard, 4 TD game against the Ravens in Week 1, per ESPN. The playoff run was epic. Wins over the Bills and Ravens showed Mahomes' clutch gene, with 15 postseason TDs, including 2 to Xavier Worthy in the AFC Championship. But Super Bowl 59 was rough. The Eagles' pass rush, led by Haason Reddick, sacked Mahomes 6 times, holding him to 275 yards and 2 TDs in a 40-22 blowout. Posts from @PatrickMahomes showed his grit. "I let y'all down today. We will be back." MVP wasn't in the cards. Josh Allen took it, but Mahomes' 4th-place ranking in expected fantasy points per game proves he's still elite. The 2025 offseason was a shakeup. The Chiefs traded Pro Bowl guard Joe Thuney to the Bears for a 2026 4th-round pick, freeing $16 million in cap space. They signed left tackle Jalen Moore, $30 million, corner Christian Fulton, $20 million, and running back Elijah Mitchell, $3.5 million, while re-signing Marquise Brown, Kareem Hunt, and Nick Bolton. Draft picks like Ohio State tackle Josh Simmons, number 32, and edge rusher Ashton Gillotte, 3rd round, add youth. Key free agents. DeAndre Hopkins is a big one. His 30 catches in 2024 were clutch, but he's unsigned. Travis Kelce, 35, returned for 2025 but could retire soon, per Marca. The AFC West is heating up. The Chargers, with Justin Herbert, added offensive weapons, and the Broncos' defense under Sean Payton is no joke, per Bleacher Report. The Chiefs went 5-0 in the division in 2024, but posts from @NFL and of Kleiman warn the gap is closing. Potential trades. The Chiefs could target a veteran guard to replace Thuney or a number 2 corner if Fulton struggles, using their 2026 picks. Veach's history, snagging Hopkins for a 5th-rounder, suggests he'll make a splash if needed. With Mahomes, Rice, Worthy, and a revamped line, the Chiefs remain the team to beat. Mahomes' 10-year, $450 million contract, signed in 2020, runs through 2031, with $141.5 million guaranteed. In 2025, he'll earn $1.255 million base salary, a $47.745 million restructure bonus, and a $1 million workout bonus, with a $28.06 million cap hit, down from $60.8 million pre-restructure, saving $49.4 million in cap space. This gives Veach room to sign players like Moore and Fulton. But 2026, $67.65 million cap hit, and 2027, $59.4 million, loom large, per Spotrac. Users like @HBT Chiefs predict a new deal before 2026 to spread the hit. The contract's length is a game-changer. Chiefs owner Clark Hunt told ESPN it provides a long runway to build around Mahomes, unlike most GMs who lack QB stability. Restructuring twice already shows Mahomes' team-first mindset, helping sign stars like Chris Jones, $158.75 million. Long-term, it ensures the Chiefs stay contenders, but they must balance cap hits to keep weapons like Rice and Worthy. Mahomes' willingness to rework deals, per SI, keeps Kansas City flexible for Super Bowl runs. What will Mahomes' numbers look like in 2025? Based on his 2024, 3,928 yards, 26 TDs, and 2023, 4,183 yards, 27 TDs, plus roster upgrades, I'm projecting 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 68% completion, 350 rushing yards, and 3 rushing TDs over 17 games.
Why?
Moore and Simmons should fix the line, which allowed 240 pressures in 2024. Worthy's 638 yards as a rookie and Rice's 79 catches return, while Brown's speed stretches defenses. Andy Reid's scheme, leaning on RPOs and deep shots, Mahomes' 26.1% deep throw rate in 2024, will evolve with 2 tight end sets featuring Kelsey and Robert Tonyan, per ESPN. Roster changes boost Mahomes. Rookie Jalen Royals' 4.39 speed could add 300 to 400 slot yards, per Sporting News. If Hopkins leaves, Veach might grab a veteran like T. Higgins, per ESPN's Matt Bowen. The run game, with Hunt and Mitchell, balances the attack, reducing Mahomes' 48 sacks from 2024. A healthier line and faster receivers could push Mahomes back to his 2018 to 2020 peak, 800-plus yards. Ex-fans like @Chiefs_outsider are calling for 40 TDs if Simmons starts. Mahomes is already an NFL legend. 3 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs, and 291 total TDs, regular and postseason, at 29 put him among the greats, per Wikipedia. Only Tom Brady, 35, has more playoff wins than Mahomes, 15. In 2025, he could join Brady and John Elway as the only QBs with 6 Super Bowl starts, per CBS Sports. Maintaining elite play is likely. His 93.5 passer rating in 2024, despite injuries to Rice and Brown, shows resilience. ESPN's Kalen Kaler predicts a hyper-focused Mahomes post-Super Bowl loss, eyeing a 4th ring. A 2025 MVP or Super Bowl MVP would cement Mahomes as a top 5 all-time QB, chasing Brady's 7 rings. Off the field, his 15 and the Mahomes Foundation and 1587 Prime Steakhouse with Kelsey boost his cultural impact. Posts from @CultoActivism praise his leadership, while @JassReFootball sees him dominating into his 30s. Despite skeptics like @_DestinyArrives questioning his statistical dip, Mahomes' clutch gene and Reid system make him a safe bet for more milestones. Chiefs Kingdom, Mahomes is poised for a monster 2025. Can he hit 4,500 yards and lead the Chiefs to Super Bowl 60? Will he catch Brady's GOAT status? Drop your predictions in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe for more Chiefs breakdowns, and share this with your football crew. We're covering training camp, games, and every step of the season, so stay locked in. Thanks for watching. Let's go Chiefs. See you next time. What's good, Chiefs Kingdom? The AFC West has been the Kansas City Chiefs' playground for 9 straight years, but in 2025, the division is heating up like never before. The Chargers are surging, the Broncos are rising, and the Raiders are a wild card. Is this the year Patrick Mahomes and company face real competition? Today, we're breaking down the Chiefs' new rivalries, how their AFC West foes are stepping up, and what it means for the road to Super Bowl 60. Hit that subscribe button, smash the bell, and let's dive into the AFC West's new era of rivalry. The Los Angeles Chargers are no longer the Chiefs' little brother. Justin Herbert, now 27, is a legit franchise QB, throwing for 4,336 yards, 31 TDs, and 9 picks in 2024, per ESPN. His 67.9% completion rate and clutch overtime win over the Steelers in Week 3 had ex-users like @LAFB Network calling him a top 5 QB. Under Jim Harbaugh, who led the Chargers to an 11-6 record and a wild card berth in 2024, this team has grit. Harbaugh's run-heavy scheme, with 1,320 rushing yards from J.K. Dobbins and Elijah Mitchell, takes pressure off Herbert, per NFL.com. The defense is nasty, too. Khalil Mack, at 34, had 8.5 sacks in 2024, while Joey Bosa added 7. Newcomer Christian Fulton's 3 interceptions and a 24.6 points allowed average, 11th in the NFL, make this unit legit. The Chargers swept the Raiders and pushed the Chiefs to a last-second field goal at Arrowhead, per Chargers.com. Posts from @BoltUpDaily hype their plus 325 odds to win the AFC West, per CBS Sports, saying they're due for a road upset. With Harbaugh's intensity and Herbert's arm, the Chargers are the Chiefs' biggest threat in 2025. The Denver Broncos are no longer a punchline. Rookie QB Bo Nix, the number 12 pick in 2024, went 9-8, throwing for 3,517 yards, 22 TDs, and 10 picks, plus 511 rushing yards, per ESPN. His 77.4% college completion rate translated, and Sean Payton's Drew Brees-style system, quick throws, high accuracy, fits him like a glove, per CBSSports.com. Knicks' 34-18 rout of the Raiders in Week 5 had ex-users like at Zach Stevens DNVR buzzing about his upside. Payton, in his second year, has this young roster clicking. Free agency bolstered Denver. They re-signed edge rusher Jonathan Cooper, 9.5 sacks, and added veteran corner Levi Wallace, strengthening a defense led by Pat Surtain 5 interceptions. The offense, with Cortland Sutton, 772 yards, and rookie Devon Vele, is growing. Trading Jerry Jeudy freed $13 million per Spotrac, giving Payton cap space to chase a running back like Saquon Barkley in 2025. The Broncos' 11-6 projection by at MahomesZN on X shows they're a playoff threat. Their sweep of the Raiders and competitive loss to the Chiefs, 27-24, signal a rebound. Denver's not there yet, but they're closing the gap. The Las Vegas Raiders are the AFC West's enigma. After a 4-13 season, they hired Pete Carroll, a two-time Super Bowl champ, to replace Antonio Pierce. The Jimmy Garoppolo era is long gone, released in 2024, and the QB spot is a question mark. Jake Haener, a 2023 fourth-rounder, and Aiden O'Connell are battling, but neither screams franchise QB, per SI.com. The offense leans on tight end Brock Bowers, who broke records with 108 catches and 1,156 yards as a rookie. Devontae Adams, 1,011 yards, and rookie Ashton Jeanty could spark a new identity, but ex-posts from at Paul H. Gutierrez call the QB situation a mess. The Raiders' defense is their strength. Max Crosby's 12.5 sacks and Christian Wilkins' 8.5 led a unit that held opponents to 337.2 yards per game, per ESPN. Carroll's hiring, praised by at Raiders Report for his culture building, could stabilize things. But going 0-6 against the AFC West in 2024, including blowout losses to the Chiefs, 34-13, 27-10, shows their struggle. At plus 2,000 odds to win the division, per CBS Sports, they're a long shot. Still, Bowers' 198 yards against KC and a potential QB upgrade via trade, e.g., Justin Fields, per X speculation, make them a sleeper to surprise. How do the Chiefs answer? With Patrick Mahomes, the three-time Super Bowl MVP who threw for 3,928 yards and 26 TDs in 2024 despite a shaky line. At 29, he's evolving, leaning on short passes, 7.1 yards per attempt, and his legs, 307 rushing yards, per ESPN. Ex-users like it Patrick Mahomes say his post-Super Bowl LAX fire is scary. Travis Kelce, 35, had 97 catches, while Chris Jones, 30, anchors a top-2 scoring defense, 17.7 points per game. The core's age isn't a concern yet. Rashee Rice, 24, Xavier Worthy, 22, and Nick Bolton, 25, keep the roster young. Andy Reid's offense stays ahead of the curve. His 2025 tweaks, more RPOs and two tight end sets with Kelce and Robert Tonyan, will exploit defenses, per the Kansas City Star. New left tackle Jalen Moore and rookie Josh Simmons, number 32 pick, should cut Mahomes' 48 sacks from 2024. The Chiefs' 9-0 division record since 2022, including a 5-0 sweep in 2024, shows their grip, per arrowheadpride.com. With Reid's play calling and Mahomes' magic, they're built to adapt, no matter how tough the Chargers, Broncos, or Raiders get. The AFC West is entering a new era. The Chiefs' 9-year reign, 17 division titles, per AmericanFootball.fandom.com, is under fire. The Chargers, with Herbert's arm and Harbaugh's smarts, are legit contenders, projected to win 10-7 by at MahomesZN on X. Their 2024 playoff run and close losses to KC, 20-17, 19-17, prove they're knocking. The Broncos, at 11-6 in projections, add unpredictability with Knicks' dual-threat style and Payton schemes. The Raiders, despite their 6.9 win projection, per CBSSports.com, could play spoiler with Carroll's leadership and Bowers' star power. This division is a gauntlet. Since 1960, the AFC West's heated rivalries, Chiefs vs. Raiders, 75-55-2, Chiefs vs. Chargers, 71-58-1, Chiefs vs. Broncos, 73-57, have defined it, per Wikipedia.org. In 2025, every matchup matters. The Chiefs' 41.6% chance to win the division, per Sportsline, faces a real challenge from the Chargers' 36.7%. Ex-posts from @KC Sports Network call it the closest it's been in years. With Mahomes facing Herbert's prime, Knicks' rise, and Carroll's wildcard Raiders, the AFC West is must-watch TV. Chiefs Kingdom, the AFC West is coming for the crown. Can the Chargers dethrone Mahomes? Will the Broncos or Raiders shock the division? Who's the Chiefs' biggest rival in 2025? Drop your takes in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe for more Chiefs content, and share this with your football squad. We're covering every snap of the 2025 season, division battles, playoffs, and beyond, so stay locked in. Thanks for watching. Let's go Chiefs. See you next time. What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? The Kansas City Chiefs fell short in Super Bowl 59, losing 40-22 to the Eagles, but with Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and a stacked roster, they're already gearing up for a 2025 redemption run. The offseason is in full swing. Free agency moves, draft picks, and roster tweaks are setting the stage for Super Bowl 60. Today, we're breaking down the Chiefs' 2024 journey, their offseason strategy, draft plans, AFC West rivals, and what fans expect for next season. Hit that subscribe button, smash the bell, and let's dive into the Chiefs' 2025 offseason breakdown. The Chiefs' 2024 season was a wild ride. They finished 14-3, clinched their 9th straight AFC West title, and rolled through the playoffs with wins over the Texans, divisional round, and Bills, AFC Championship, per ESPN. Key moments: Mahomes' 397-yard, 4-TD masterpiece in Week 1 against the Ravens and a clutch 15-TD postseason, including 2 to Xavier Worthy in the AFC title game. Standout players shown: Chris Jones, with 8.5 sacks, anchored a defense allowing 17.7 points per game, second in the NFL. Isaiah Pacheco ran for 935 yards and 7 TDs, despite a Week 2 fibula fracture, per NFL.com. Super Bowl 59 exposed cracks. The Eagles' pass rush, led by Haason Reddick, sacked Mahomes 6 times, holding him to 275 yards and 2 TDs. The offensive line crumbled, and DeAndre Hopkins, 3 catches, 29 yards, faded, per The Athletic. Strengths: Mahomes' brilliance, 3,928 yards, 26 TDs, Kelsey's 97 catches, and a top-tier secondary with Trent McDuffie. Weaknesses: the offensive line allowed 48 sacks, and the pass rush, 39 sacks, 19th in NFL, fizzled in the Super Bowl, per ESPN. The Chiefs need to protect Mahomes and boost their defensive front to reclaim the throne. Free agency was seismic. The Chiefs lost guard Joe Thuney, traded to Bears for a 2026 fourth-round pick, safety Justin Reed, $31.5 million to Saints, and Hopkins, $6 million to Ravens. Derek Nady, Jets, and Tershawn Wharton, Panthers, also left, per The Athletic. They re-signed LB Nick Bolton, WR Marquise Brown, RB Kareem Hunt, and WR Juju Smith-Schuster, veteran minimum, while tagging guard Trey Smith, per @KC Sports Network. New additions include LT Jalen Moore, $30 million, 2 years, CB Christian Fulton, $20 million, and RB Elijah Mitchell, $3.5 million, addressing the line and secondary. With $22.7 million in projected cap space, per @Pricecarter, the Chiefs can target value. Needs: a guard to replace Thuney, a number 2 corner if Fulton struggles, and a tight end if Kelsey retires, unlikely for 2025, per Marca. Potential fits: G. Kevin Zeitler, Lions, a cost-effective veteran, or CB DJ Reed, Jets, for depth, per Bleacher Report. Mahomes' restructured $450 million deal saved $49.4 million in 2025 cap hit, per Spotrac, giving GM Brett Veach flexibility. Rivals moves: the Chargers signed G. Mekhi Becton and RB Najee Harris, the Raiders added QB Geno Smith, and the Broncos kept edge Jonathan Cooper, per Arrowhead Pride. The Chiefs must counter these upgrades. The Chiefs crushed the 2025 NFL Draft, making 7 picks, starting with OT Josh Simmons, number 31, Ohio State, per ESPN. Key needs: offensive tackle, defensive tackle, and depth at corner and receiver. Simmons, a top 10 talent despite a 2024 patellar injury, could be Mahomes' long-term left tackle, graded A+ by the 33rd team. Other gems, DT Omar Normanlott, number 63, Tennessee, and edge Ashton Gillotte, number 66, Louisville, to replace Wharton and Nady, plus CB Noel Williams, number 85, Cal, and WR Jalen Royals, number 133, Utah State, per Chiefs.com. Veach's strategy, targeting young, durable prospects, shines. Royals, 4.39 speed, 15 TDs in 2024. Fits Reed's quick pass scheme, like Rashee Rice, per Sporting News. Normanlott and Gillotte add pass rush juice, with Gillotte's 25.5 college sacks drawing Mike Dana comparisons. Veach stayed put at number 31 but traded later for Royals and RB Brashard Smith, 7th round, per KCKingdom.com. Past diamonds like Pacheco, 7th round, 2022, and McDuffie, 1st round, 2022, show Veach's knack for finding stars. Ex-posts from @JFowlerESPN praise Simmons as a franchise-altering pick. Here's our projected 2025 starting lineup, blending returners and new faces. QB, Patrick Mahomes. RB, Isaiah Pacheco, Elijah Mitchell. WR, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Marquise Brown. TE, Travis Kelce. OL, Jalen Moore, LT, Trey Smith, LG, Creed Humphrey, C, Hunter Nerzad, RG, Jawan Taylor, RT, Josh Simmons, swing tackle. DL, Chris Jones, Omar Normanlott, George Karlaftis, Ashton Gillotte. LB, Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquill, Jeffrey Bassa. CB, Trent McDuffie, Christian Fulton, Noel Williams. S, Brian Cook, Shamari Connor. This lineup, per @Truman Chief, leans on Mahomes' 4,500-yard potential, Worthy's speed, 638 yards as a rookie, and Jones' dominance. The AFC West is stacked. The Chargers, 11-6 in 2024, boast Justin Herbert, Khalil Mack, and Jim Harbaugh's run game, projected at 10-7 per @MahomiesEN. The Broncos, 9-8, have rookie QB Bo Nix and a top 10 defense, aiming for 11-6. The Raiders, 4-13, added Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, a wild card at 6.9 wins, per CBS Sports. AFC threats: the Bills, Ravens, and Bengals, with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow, loom large, per Chiefs.com's 2025 opponents list. The Chiefs' 41.6% division odds and plus 420 Super Bowl odds, per Sportsline, keep them favorites, but the gap is closing. Bold prediction: the Chiefs go 13-4, win the AFC West, and reach Super Bowl 60, beating the Eagles in a rematch.
Why?
Simmons and Moore fix the line, Worthy and Royals stretch defenses, and Steve Spagnuolo's scheme maximizes Jones and Gillotte. Mahomes' post-loss fire, noted by @Patrick Mahomes on X, seals it. Chiefs Kingdom is buzzing. Ex-posts from @Arrowhead Live give the offseason an A, with fans hyped for Simmons, Mahomes' savior, and Royals, next Tyreek. Kelsey's New Heights podcast comments per SI, calling the draft a home run, fuel optimism for a 12-5 or 13-4 season and a 10th straight division title, per Yahoo Sports. Concerns: the Thuney trade and Reed's departure sting, and some fans, like @_Destiny Arrives, worry about Kelsey's age, 36 in October. But with Mahomes, Reed, and a top 5 defense, the fanbase expects another deep playoff run. Got questions? Will Simmons start Week 1? Can Worthy hit 1,000 yards? We're answering your top concerns in our next video's Q&A. Drop them in the comments, along with your 2025 predictions, record, breakout stars, or Super Bowl picks. Chiefs Kingdom, the 2025 offseason has Kansas City primed for revenge. Can Mahomes and the Chiefs reclaim the Super Bowl? Who's your MVP, Simmons, Royals, or someone else? Hit the comments with your thoughts. Smash that like button, subscribe for more Chiefs breakdowns, and share this with your fellow fans. We're covering training camp, games, and every step to the playoffs, so stay locked in. Thanks for watching. Let's go Chiefs. See you next time.